Hello, my name is Nathan Lynch. I'm an artist based here in the Bay Area, and I'm also chair of the Ceramics and the Glass program at California College of the Arts. I'm happy to present my work here at the Epperson Gallery for this show called Flow. This piece is called Again All Over, and formally it's this kind of stack of organic blobby shapes, of objects that I return to at various points. In this case, it's something that I had done earlier, like 2014, during the financial collapse, and it's about kind of accumulation and falling over, and so it's sort of like too much of a good thing can be a little bit difficult to hold up. The piece behind me to my left is called Sistering. It's based on an image of people in San Francisco in the Tenderloin, I want to say the late 70s, when there were tenants getting kicked out of buildings and there were protesters locked arm in arm. And I made these drawings of a series of kind of oval loops of people standing with their arms locked as a way of talking about strength through togetherness and people finding strength through community, and that being a particularly strong thread about the culture here in the Bay Area. And I glazed it that way. It's like a red underglaze with a white glaze on top, and then the slightest amount of like a dead blue, I call it. And I was trying to get at something which would feel like the complication of looking at somebody's skin tone, regardless of what race they are, or how much pigment is in their skin, but just the complexity of one's skin tone. There's a piece farther to the left. It's called Waiting for the Sky to Change, and it's a little bit older. I would say it's based on this idea of like really trying to get something to shift and not feeling like one has the resources to shift it, or not the agency, but the power, and either finding some peace with like the patience to wait for that change, whether we're talking about like a personal situation or a political, cultural situation, that there's some things that you can't change and you need to be patient with. Okay, the piece in the corner there is called Incidents. It's always included some degree of like misdirection, right? Look at that eagle over here while they're doing something over here. Like when I was a kid, my dad would say, look at that bird, and then he'd take my cookie. So that piece is kind of about misdirection, like something happening and it being told in this other way. There's like a black puddle, ceramic and fabric puddle on the ground, and then this arch, and then this black-blue velvet curtain is kind of like the misdirection, the look over here. So anyway, this last piece that I'll talk about is called Truthiness with Portrait. So this piece is this pink slab, this kind of vulnerable, fleshy, meaty pink, and then it's holding up a flag that has, it's like a navy blue flag with two colors of shiny pink on it, which is meant to be, it's referring to itself, it's kind of, I guess it's advocating for itself or for humanity. The slab of clay is hollow and it has about 8 or 9 holes through it, which are meant to make something that's otherwise really opaque and solid be slightly more porous, and you could maybe stick your finger through them so it has a kind of vulnerability, and it's glazed this like the meat of our muscles kind of pink. That's the way I was thinking about it. So it's not the skin, it's like what's beneath it. We're all human.